Hi guys, welcome back to Bookmas Day 2. And I have lost 2 more nails and did not get those fixed if you watched yesterday's video. But today we're going to pull the book. I've already pulled technically because I've already shot my TikTok. But I did it anyway. We have Surrender to Me, Wolf Hotel Book 4. So, remember yesterday how I said we got some spicy books? This is a part of the series that was all spice, okay? Okay, so this series in a whole were 5 stars, okay? This book was 5 stars, okay? The spice on this level of this book was 5 chili peppers, okay? Why, you may ask? Because it's so sexy. It is so sexy, okay? So I'm gonna put this over here with yesterday's book so they, officially they do not go back into the bag. But let's talk about this book. So, Surrender to Me is, one thing I will say is I like this whole series, the Wolf Hotel series, because each book is about what the title says, Surrender to Me. So it's literally about pulling, it's about like getting her to basically give in to this. So a brief synopsis, I'm not gonna say which part was in which book, but just in the universe of Wolf Hotels, basically there's a young girl who goes and works at this hotel in Alaska, which you're like, oh girl, it's cold, but it's in the summer months, so it's okay. Basically she ends up falling in love with the CEO, the heir to the Wolf Hotels, and it's an age gap. She's like 21, 22, and I want to say me and my friends, we read this book together, the whole series together, maybe like 40, 45, 39. Like, it's a decent age gap where he has more life experiences than her. So each book, they're trying to figure out, is this a friends with benefits? Is this a relationship? Is this just a why you're my employee type thing? And by the time we get to book 4 out of 5, they're in a relationship, and he's just showing her around the world. Okay, he's showing her some things, adult things. He's showing her some things like traveling. He's doing all of that stuff. So like I was saying, sorry guys, I got a phone call, but yes, this book is about seeing his family. So in the previous books, we've got to know like their relationship, and boy, does she handle a lot in this book. Now, I typically don't do age gaps unless it's in fantasy and it's like supernatural stuff, because then that really don't count in my head. That's just my opinion, y'all. But with that being said, I also didn't find this didn't bother me that much. Maybe because she's an adult and they met when she was an adult. Like, she had been to college, she had a boyfriend. Like, that stuff didn't bother me. Now, I will say this. If you do not like 50 Shades of Grey, you will not like this book. Because it is very much in the category of smut. For sure. It is very much adult content. I would say in this series and in this book, adult content probably is like 40 to 45% of the book, but it's done so tastefully in the guise of a relationship that I was okay with it. This was probably the most, starting off in my adult reading journey earlier this year, this was probably the series that had the most adult content in it, and even the warning says for mature audiences. That's what it's for. So if you like that kind of stuff, this is it. It's a very regular girl. She's not a supermodel. She's not a TV star. She's down to earth pretty. She has her own morals. She comes from like a good family. But the twists and turns of this book, there's murder in this book. There is deception in this book. There's family drama in this book. There's money in this book. There's just so much good stuff in this book that you could tell the author was wrapping it up. And this series is by K.A. Tucker. I've not read anything else from hers, but this was my series of the year, I think. Ooh, that's kind of tough to say. No, this was my series of the year. So, yes, that is Surrender to Me, the 4th book in the Wolf Hotel series. I've read 5 of them, so that means the other 4 is in there, and I can give you a little bit more about that book, or those books, or like the chapters, because they're a continuation. Okay. Also, thinking about this book, because it was a book that I read over the summer, I am just thinking about, because I remember all of the books I've read. I remember all like details of the books that I've read. It's just because it's a series and it's a continuation of one story, the lines are getting a little fuzzy. But what I will say is that book definitely makes you think about what you're willing to put up with someone you love. And it also reminded me of, like, just because people have money don't mean they don't have problems. And sometimes their problems are exaggerated because of money. So, but it was a good book. And I think that's what started my love of millionaire and billionaire romances, because it's just different from someone who works a 9 to 5 or don't work a 9 to 5 or is a hustler. Like, it's just different in the things that they experience together. I'm like, okay, I can get down with that. That's something that I can escape into. So, Surrender to Me, book 4 or 5 of the Wolf Hotel. Oh, and before I go, I just realized that a lot of people thought that this was the last book of this series. But another one was actually dropped in 2024 or 23. But a lot of people thought this was the last book. So if you've read this series and don't know, Own Me is the actual end of the series, then go back and read Own Me, okay? And that's Own Me, O-W-N Me by K.A. Tucker. Same author. It's got the same aesthetic as the other books, but it's the actual end of this series. But let's talk about some things, shall we? Since we talked about books. Okay, I need to do my Prime reading. I need to do that today because I will forget, because I forgot in the month of November. So that means I just let free books just be gone. So I need to do that today. And maybe I'll put that into this video while I shop for books. Maybe, possibly, or on my TikTok. Maybe both. We'll see. As you see, I'm just talking to you guys off the dome. What else is going on? Oh, I think I found a new resource for books, for free books, not pirated books. A list of free books that will take you to Amazon. Yes. So that's helpful because we're already going to be spending a lot of money this season, because it's the holidays, between your significant other, yourself, your family, your best friends, your kids, your dogs, your animals, your office Christmas party, your white elephants. Like, you're already going to spend enough money, so why don't you treat yourself to some books? So, I will be looking into that resource and making sure there's actually some good books on there, as well as the holidays are coming up. I didn't get any 99-cent books just because I have so many books already, and I didn't see any that are on my list to get books. Y'all, it's cold in Texas right now. See, I got this turtleneck dress on. But get you some books. And I want recommendations, guys. I'm starting my 2025 TBR. So the way that I do my TBR is I am a mood reader, but I also try to pick from books that I know I really want to read. So if I have an ongoing list of like, oh, this sounded good and I want to read this, then I will read that before I go scrolling through my Kindle. Because I have a lot of books on my Kindle, as I said in yesterday's video. These good glasses are crooked. My baby keeps yanking them, so they're probably not gonna be straight. So yeah, if you have something that you want me to read, let me know so that I can start looking for them. And I think that's pretty much it, guys, because this is just a little talky talk, get to know one each other, and dropping a book review. So we've done that quick video, and I will see you guys tomorrow on tomorrow's video. Bye, guys. Have a good night.